What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Miguel. You're watching Miguel EDC, the channel where we talk everything EDC gear here. Today I have another quick unboxing video for you all. This one here is coming from the Lefty EDC knife pass around, and this particular one is coming from Knife Dope. So check out Knife Dope if you haven't already, and of course Kevin over at Lefty EDC. We're going to be getting into this package here rapid fire style. I'm going to be sharing with you my first impressions, right? First observations of this knife right out of the box. And honestly, I'm not entirely sure what's in here, to be honest. You probably already know by the title and thumbnail, but I'm not 100% sure myself. So we're about to find out. And doing the honors today, we have the Kunwu Chad, right? Kunwu Chad is a premium knife with titanium PM60 steel, which is pretty unique. Not a lot of companies are doing PM60 steel. This one can take a very high HRC, which is very unique to this steel. Check out the diamond pattern titanium going on right there. This one is finally my very own. I borrowed one earlier. I've ended up falling in love with it so much that I had to go ahead and purchase my own, and I've just been loving it. Money well spent. Kunwu provides great value for the money, so definitely check this one out if you're looking to sort of upgrade or move into that premium category of knives in your EDC journey. This one will be linked down below, as well as any other knife that you see in this video will be linked down in the description. Of course, it does help out the channel when you use those links, but that is entirely up to you. With that said, let's go ahead. I have this thing upside down here, so I'm just going to go ahead and make a cut here. And that might be it, right? I want to say the way I'm going to open this thing. Opens like this, and boom, we got two knives. Okay, we got two knives right there. That's everything in the box. So let's check this out. We have an Ace knife right here. That's interesting. We've checked out Giant Mouse Ace Jacked before, so this one is going to be interesting. And we have a Vosteed knife here also. All right. So which one should we do first? Okay, eeny, meeny, miny, moe. Let's go ahead and do the Vosteed knife first really quick. Okay, not entirely sure which Vosteed knife this might be, but we're about to find out together. And wha-bam, here it is. Okay, got a wiping cloth right here, right? Nice zipper pouch with a little Velcro section going on where you can, Velcro all your, EDC stuff to it and whatnot. But here it is. This is the Nightshade Vosteed, and this is, I want to say, a mini version of the Vosteed Nightshade. Check it out, 14C 28N blade, and it does have that leaf shape sort of. What's the word for this? Sort of kukri style blade going on this one. I like the aesthetics, right? They got the green G10, the sort of gold or bronze thumb studs. Check out the bronze back spacer as well, right? Sort of gives it a nice little combo right there. The liners are recessed. You only see a little bit right here for jimping. Sort of matches the blacked out blade, which has a full flat grind. So this thing is going to be a slicing beast. It's also not very thick at all right here. So this thing is going to be a laser beam. I'm going to tell you that right now. I can already see it. It does have Vosteed's crossbar lock mechanism here. So smooth on the drop too, right? Check out these ball bearings. Definitely very smooth ball bearings right there. Great action. So you could use the crossbar to deploy it as demonstrated here. You can use your thumb stud right there to deploy with the thumb stud, and you could also reverse flick it. Boom, just like that. Boom. Yes. Alignment wise, that looks pretty aligned to me. Smack in the middle right there. And we do have a reversible pocket clip. Nice and curved on this end. A little bit of a drop and a race with the shallow bill. All right, you guys take a look right there. It does reverse on the other side. Tip up carry only. A linear solution hole going on here towards the back in between the body screws on both ends. This thing feels really lightweight, I'm gonna tell you that right now. So let's just address the elephant in the room. How heavy is this thing? I want to say, using my hand scale, 2.3 ounces. Not even close. This thing was way lighter than that. How about 1.8 ounces, under 2 ounces, you guys. So if you really like your knives to be as lightweight as they possibly can be, man, I'll tell you that this thing is really lightweight. Ergonomically speaking, right, it does have a little bit of curvature here to the handle, so that helps. I have average hands, so not the biggest of hands, not the smallest of hands, and I can get a full grip on here with maybe a tad bit, a hair of handle left. I do know there's a bigger version of this knife too. This is the mini version, I think, and I should be getting the larger version coming in here very soon as well. so I'm looking forward to that. And no forward choke option, so this hammer grip here is your standard grip and your only grip, unless you could, unless you want a pinch grip, do a little pinch grip right here, use that tip for utility cuts and drag cuts and stuff like that. You certainly can. It does have a little bit of belly to it as well, so if you need to do some sort of belly work, you can. And it just tucks nice and beautiful there back into the handle. Great action, very, very fidgety if you ask me. This right here works as a stop pin when it opens, right? That stop pin is going to hold it in place. Might be a little bit challenging to see because it's all black, but that right there is a stop pin, and boom, it locks pretty good. Let's do a size comparison on this bad boy. We'll do some of the smaller guys here, right? Here's the Vosteed Chipmunk, another Vosteed knife right there. Check that out. And what has been one of the smallest knives that I've had here for a long time, since the beginning of my EDC journey, is the CRKT Piet, right? The Piet is actually a tad bit bigger. The Chipmunk from Vosteed is actually a little bit smaller, okay? So somewhere in there, you guys be the judge. Check it out here next to the bigger cousin, the Vosteed Raccoon, and that's gonna be a little, much bigger. And this is the CJRB Pyrite, right? Both of these are gonna be bigger. I want to say the mini Nightshade is going to be actually a small knife, right? That's just simply what it is. It's not a medium knife, right, or anything like that. It is the mini version of the regular size or bigger version of the Nightshade. So, once I get that one in my hands, I'll obviously do a size comparison. Then it'll be obviously a bigger version of the mini here. But so far, I will give you an idea what the knives I do have. Let's do more of the typical. I don't know if you guys picked up on the fact that we're going on reverse order here. The Rat Model 1 and Rat Model 2 from Ontario Knife Co. The Demko AD 20.5 and the smaller brother Shark Cub. And again, the Nightshade, mini Nightshade there, still on the smaller side. And last but not least, here's the PM2 and the Para 3, right? Always kind of keep a standard of, certain knives that my viewers are more likely to have, so that way you can get a ballpark. But yeah, very carryable. You already know it's lightweight, right? Under 2 ounces. And yeah, this is gonna make a great primary if you only carry one EDC knife. If you're like me and you carry 2, typically the smaller knife is my secondary. And I can see this one fitting in the 5th pocket pretty good, right? It's a little wide here. Length and height, it's not going to be very long, but it does have a little bit of height to it because of the curved blade sticking out quite a bit there. But I feel like it's still pretty good there to carry as a secondary, and you won't even feel it because it is just so light, right? And you know me, I appreciate a lightweight knife as much as I appreciate a slightly heavier knife too. So I'm not, discriminating on the weight or anything. So I enjoy them both. Let's do a very scientific paper cutting test here, shall we? I want to see this thing. I want to say it's not brand new out of the box sharp, right? It definitely has already seen some use from other YouTubers here in the past around, but yes, still can get some swirls going on, right? And full slicing. Oh yes, absolutely. All right, something about this kukri style blade makes it a great performer. Match with the very thin blade stock thickness, full flat grind. Man, this thing is a slicer through and through. So we know it can do paper, right? What about some cardboard? I have some single wall cardboard here from a diaper box that obviously have seen some artistic touches to it. And remember, when cutting cardboard, don't cut perpendicular like this, but rather at an angle. And it's gonna look something like this. Here we go. Right, the biggest thing there is making sure you don't sink that corner of the blade there, right? Avoiding that. If there was a finger choil, you could sort of, prevent that a little bit better. But there we go. Now I got my finger sort of a little bit, gripping or squeezing a little bit closer to the edge to avoid that corner from sinking. And now this thing is slicing like butter, right? Wow. Yeah, this thing is definitely a performer. I'm just gonna tell you that right now. If you've already experienced one, then you already know obviously how good it is. And if it's your first time, maybe you're on the fence about one of these, I'm gonna tell you right now. And again, this is just an unboxing and first impressions, but yeah, I am impressed with that slicing performance. Definitely a great cutter, great slicer, no doubt. And I can only imagine the bigger version of this knife being even more savage. So there you have it. That is the Vosteed Mini Nightshade right there. All right, great action. Very, very fidgety. Little EDC knife right there. I want to say Vosteed does a great job with their crossbar lock knives. I mean, I've been having a really good time with the Raccoon here for a while now. Really, really enjoy it. It's one of my favorite crossbar lock knives. And so you can see mine is still breaking in quite a bit, but yeah, they make really good, reliable crossbar locks, and this one is no exception. Again, I can't wait to get the bigger brother of this one, because that one is going to be probably, you know, a slicer as well, even though this one is going to be the one with the thinner blade stock thickness. So this one will probably still remain technically the sliciest. The bigger one is probably going to have obviously a longer cutting edge, right? But it's probably going to be a little bit thicker. Either way, love to see and compare them both and whatnot. But yeah, check it out, guys. Of course, this one is linked down below if you want to check it out. It does help out the channel when you use those links, but that is entirely up to you. Let me know your thoughts on this knife right here. What do you want to know for the review video? Of course, you guys know the drill. This was just an unboxing and first impressions. I will be carrying this knife and coming back to you, sharing all the feedback I've been able to gather after carrying this knife for some time. That's typically how we do things in this channel, right? If you've been around, you know what it's like. And if you're new, hey, I invite you to encourage you to subscribe to the channel, because I make knife content like this on an ongoing basis. And a subscription is the best way to stay up to date, up to speed with all the new uploads dropping here in the channel. Go ahead and smash that like button if you haven't already. It really helps the YouTube algorithm push this content to a larger audience. And if you want to support the channel a step further, there's a link down there for Patreon, where you can support the channel for as little as $1 a month, or you can simply support the channel right here on YouTube by becoming a channel member. That being said, guys, go ahead and check out the unboxing on the Vosteed Chipmunk. Right, this one's another small factor EDC knife, but this one has a bajillion deployment options too. Also very, very fidgety with those great ball bearings, just like the Nightshade. So yeah, very close call between those two. Check out the unboxing on that one. I'll put a card for it right here for you guys to see that video next. Thank you guys for hanging out with me until the very end. I appreciate every single one of you. Hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.